Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu, OpenAI Agents SDK, episode 14 of 18. Stop writing custom API wrappers every time your agent needs to talk to a new service. If you are tired of manually mapping REST endpoints to JSON schemas just so your language model understands what a service does, there is finally a universal standard. We are looking at the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, and how to use it. Think of MCP as the USB-C port for AI. Before USB-C, every device needed a specific proprietary charging cable. In the AI world, every external system requires custom glue code. If you want an agent to read a database or create a support ticket, you write a REST client. Then you write an intricate schema describing that client to the model. Finally, you write the logic to catch the model response and trigger the actual HTTP request. MCP replaces that manual labor. It is an open standard that dictates exactly how tools describe themselves, their inputs, and their outputs directly to an AI model. People often confuse MCP with standard REST APIs. A REST API sends data between machines, but it expects you to know exactly how to structure the request beforehand. MCP standardizes the discovery layer. An MCP server tells the agent exactly what tools it holds and what parameters are required, speaking the exact format the model needs. In the OpenAI Agents SDK, you consume these external MCP servers using a class called Hosted MCP Tool. Here's the key insight. You do not redefine the tool schema in your Python code at all. Instead, you initialize the hosted MCP tool by giving it the URL of a remote MCP server. This connection operates over server-sent events, which allows the server to push updates back to your agent securely. When you attach this hosted MCP tool to your agent setup, a handshake happens. The agent reaches out to the remote server, asks what tools are available, pulls down the fully formed descriptions, and registers them automatically. Let us anchor this to a concrete scenario. You want to give your agent the ability to schedule meetings. Without MCP, you would study the Google Calendar API. You would write a Python function to authenticate and create events. Then you would write out the tool schema so the agent knows what an event title or a timestamp looks like. With MCP, you deploy a pre-built Google Calendar MCP server remotely. In your application code, you create a new hosted MCP tool instance and point it at that remote URL. You pass that single instance to your agent. The remote server instantly tells the agent it has a tool called Schedule Meeting. When the language model decides to schedule that meeting, the SDK proxies the call. It securely routes the request over the network to the remote server, executes the action, and returns the result. You wrote 0 lines of calendar integration logic. The real power of MCP is decoupling your core agent logic from external integrations, letting you swap or upgrade backend services by just changing a URL. Thanks for listening. Happy coding, everyone.